All right, team, welcome to Walking 25. My name's Alexis Craig. Today we're going to have a little fun. We are going to play Would You Rather as we walk. So, in this class, you get to walk as fast or as slow as you want. I'm not going to tell you your exertion level or how fast to go or anything like that. This is an example of one of our game walks. So, we're going to play Would You Rather. Have the chat handy so that you can share whether you'd rather this or that along the way. And you're welcome to do this walk outside. Make sure you turn your Wi-Fi off if you're leaving your house. You can walk around your house. I'm going to be walking on this walking pad, so you're welcome to use some kind of cardio machine if you'd like to do that. And the idea is really to get your heart rate up while we give your brain something else to think about so you can just have fun with it along the way. I encourage you, if you're here live, to be in the chat so that you can actually interact. And this class is part of Find Your Fit. So we have this kind of class. Monday is strength, Tuesday is TRX, Wednesday is walking, Thursday Pilates, Friday yoga. 5 days a week, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, and you are here. So let's do it. All right. If you want more information, go to thenextfitnessthing.com/findyourfit. And here we go. Right here, right now. Let's do it. So I am getting up on this walking pad. And, oh, my head is cut off. All right. Here we go. Start walking. Ready, set, go. You get to pick how fast or slow that you go. So you can decide if you want to make this challenging today or if you want to make this a little bit easier. I can see Carol is here live. All right. Welcome, Carol. Congratulations. I've been thinking of you every day. How is your family? What's happening? All right, so let's go. I'm so glad to have you in live class, Carol. I know you've been keeping up with us on replay, but it's awesome to have you live. All right, so we have 25 minutes total to walk, and just make sure you're breathing. We're gonna check in with form first, so check in with your feet. With every single step, you wanna land on your heel. Your knee is at least slightly bent when your foot hits the ground. And you roll through your foot. So you land on your heel, you roll through the arch of your foot, roll through the ball of your foot, and roll through your toes. Good. Check in with your hips. Let your hips twist relative to your shoulders. Keep your shoulders nice and loose. Your elbows are bent. It's good if you can bend your elbows to something like 90 degrees, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Your arms swing forward, not across your body. Your arms swing straight forward. It's okay if they cross a little bit. But if you have a zipper, it's like your arms don't cross your zipper. Carol says, doing great. Ah, yay. Cool. I've been just like sending you all the energetic blessings, so I'm glad to hear it. That's great. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's play Would You Rather. So today is August 26th of 2026, and today is National Dog Day. So I've never had a dog, but I'm curious for you. I may be getting a dog someday pretty soon, but curious for you. If you were going to adopt a dog, would you rather adopt a senior dog or adopt a puppy? What do you think? Put it in the chat. If you are live, put it in the chat. If you are taking this as a recording, put it in the comments. Senior dog or puppy? Would you rather? I don't know. I've never had a dog, so I feel like puppies are so cute. They seem like it's a lot of work and it's hard to train them. Of course, you get to be part of the molding process with them. So I feel like it'd probably be better for me to get a senior dog first, since I've never had a dog, and maybe somebody else already trained that senior dog, so I could get acclimated to having a dog first. I also think it's kind of a nice idea to be a good home for a senior dog at the end of its life. You always hear about people dropping senior dogs off at the shelter to get a younger dog. It's terrible. Carol says a puppy. A lot of work, but you have longer with them. That's a good point. That's a good point. All right, keep moving, keep breathing. Now just notice your exertion level right now. I'm not going to give you assignments of how fast to go. Or a lot of times, like last week we did pyramid walk, so we went from slow to medium to fast to max, and then back down from max to fast to medium to slow. Other times we've done intervals in here, so I've been telling you how hard to push. Today, you get to do your thing, so you decide how fast or slow you want to go. But I want you to just notice, if you were going to rate your exertion right now on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is like sitting on the couch. 10 is like, I could only do this for 30 seconds, and then I have to stop or take a breath. Where are you right now? Just notice what your natural exertion level is. For me, I'm probably like at a 6, because I can talk. So if you can talk, and you can just easily talk, but you still feel like you're getting a workout, that's something like a 5 or a 6. If you could only say about a sentence and then you would need to recover, that's more like a 7 or an 8. That's fast paced. And again, if you can only do like 30 seconds and then you need to recover, that's like a 9 or a 10. That's max paced. Okay, next question. Let's do one more dog question. Would you rather have a dog that can perfectly understand you, or would you rather to perfectly be able to understand your dog? Which would you prefer? To understand or to be understood by the dog? What do you think? Carol says probably a 3 or a 4 walking around the house. All right, awesome. Go, Carol. Good job. Keep breathing. I would say for me, I would probably, I don't know. I've never had a dog. I would probably rather understand the dog, just because I don't know that much about dogs. So I would probably rather understand the dog. Besides, I feel like if you have a really smart dog, if they really understand you, they maybe can take it to their advantage. They're like, oh, she's going in the house. She's going to work right now. I can escape or something like that. I don't know. All right, we are just under 10 minutes in right now. So keep going, keep breathing. I feel like you could ask the same thing of your partner. Would you rather have your partner perfectly understand you, or would you rather perfectly understand your partner? Honestly, with that, I would definitely rather perfectly understand my partner. I would love to. I feel fairly capable of expressing myself in a way to be understood. And sometimes I feel like, what's going on with the partner? And it feels like important for me to be able to understand them as well as I can. Carol says that she would prefer that they understand. I would love to understand them when they need something and can't figure it out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I feel like it says something about your personality, whether you're thinking about your dog or your partner or anyone else. What do you value more? Being understood or understanding? And no judgment for me. I think it's just kind of says something about a person, maybe. Okay. Keep moving. If you're here live, say hi. I can see a couple other people are here live that haven't said hi in the chat. Hello. All right, next question. Today is also Cherry Popsicle Day. So my question for you is, if somebody's gonna hand you a popsicle, would you rather have cherry or a different flavor? And if it's a different flavor, I want to know what is the other flavor. For me, cherry was always the one I wanted the most. When I was a kid, if you have all the colors, I would always want red and hope for cherry. Always. So, what about for you? What's like supreme popsicle flavor? Orange is probably second for me. Grape is like the bottom. I like actual grapes, but Grape flavoring. Tastes like cough medicine. Carol's choosing blue raspberry. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. I wonder where the concept of blue raspberry came from. Is there such thing as an actual blue raspberry? I mean, we have raspberries in our garden. They are red. I can understand they want to differentiate between cherry and strawberry, so they want to make raspberry a different color. But why blue? All right, keep moving. Keep breathing. You're doing great. August 26th is also National Toilet Paper Day. Okay. So, toilet paper question. Would you rather use toilet paper or a bidet? Let's say it's a really nice bidet or it's like your favorite toilet paper. What would you rather use, toilet paper or a bidet? I honestly would rather have both. I love using a bidet, but I still want to have toilet paper at the end. But if it's only one or the other, probably the bidet, actually. Carol says they just needed a flavor for blue, so they chose raspberry to be blue. That's funny. And they probably were thinking we could do blueberry, but blueberry doesn't taste like what they want it to taste like. But raspberry has that zing to it. So let's do blueberry, but it's raspberry. I could see the meeting right now. Keep moving, keep breathing. We're about halfway through. So notice your exertion level right now, scale of 1 to 10. Notice how your body feels. Notice your breath. Are you breathing through your nose or are you breathing through your mouth? No rules, I'm just asking so you can notice. How are you breathing? Make sure you're breathing. Okay, next question for toilet paper. Would you rather never run out of toilet paper or never run out of hot water? Never run out of toilet paper or never run out of hot water? I'm gonna say hot water. Not because I think it's more important than toilet paper, but I think I'm more likely to run out of hot water on like a daily basis than I am to run out of toilet paper on a daily basis. Running out of toilet paper you can plan for. Running out of hot water is just like, you know, how long of a shower or bath do you like to take? Carol's with me. She says, as much as I like a good bidet, I need toilet paper too. Right, so if you have to choose one or the other, maybe you lean toward the toilet paper because you still need the toilet paper even if you use the bidet. I get it, I get it. Good, breathe. All right, next question. Would you rather use an outhouse or take a cold shower? Would you rather use an outhouse or take a cold shower? I think cold shower. It probably depends. How bad do I have to go to the bathroom? If I really have to go to the bathroom, I'd probably rather use an outhouse. And is it hot or cold? Because if it's hot outside, I don't really mind a cold shower. But if it's cold outside, I don't want a cold shower. Carol says, I can easily say run out of toilet paper because that would never happen. There you go. Carol says cold shower for sure. I hear ya. I hear ya. Saved it. If you are on a piece of cardio equipment, that's your call to be safe. All right, that's my call because I wasn't wearing the safety thing. I'll wear it, I'll wear it. I will say, I love the walking pad. It's a little narrower than a normal treadmill, so sometimes I notice that. Especially when I keep looking to you, then it makes me kind of walk that way. So then I tend to kind of have my foot go off the edge. Oh, keep going, keep breathing. Got a little shot of adrenaline. Nice. All right, today is the anniversary of the first Major League Baseball game on television. It happened in 1939, and it was the Brooklyn Dodgers versus the Cincinnati Reds. So here's my question. Would you rather, let's say you have to watch a baseball game. Your best friend is playing in the baseball game or something. Somebody you really care about's in the baseball game. You have to watch the whole thing. Would you rather watch a baseball game in person or on TV? If you have to watch a baseball game, would you rather watch it in person or on TV? I don't know. For me, I think baseball, I love playing baseball. And I think baseball is kind of boring to watch. I like to watch baseball in person just for the experience of going, getting peanuts, like, you know, just the experience of the whole thing. But I don't really find the game part to be very, like, entertaining as part of the baseball experience. Maybe, I haven't gone since they changed the rules to make it move a little faster, so maybe. I'm still gonna say in person, but in general, I'd probably rather watch baseball on TV. What about you? What about you? Baseball in person or on TV? Carol says she'd rather watch it on TV because you can multitask. Unless it's really good and important game. Right, exactly. Because if I'm watching baseball on TV, I could cook, I could clean, I could work. I agree. Baseball on TV, then I don't really care if it's boring as long as I'm doing something else. And sometimes when you're multitasking, boring is actually a positive because it's not taking so much of your attention. I agree. All right, we are more than halfway through. We have about less than 10 minutes left in this workout, so I'm just letting you know so you can pace yourself accordingly. Okay, would you rather be a professional athlete for 5 years, or would you rather be like a sportscaster on TV or radio or something for 30 years? I guess my question is really like, would you rather have 5 really awesome years, or would you rather have a long career? I don't know. I mean, okay, if you have 5 years like that, you only have to work kind of 5 years to make your money and you're done. That's kind of nice. Although I will say the pressure of being a professional athlete is so intense. It's so intense. So it might be better to be a sportscaster because it's more of like you're building relationships over time. You don't have to have that much instantaneous pressure. I don't know. I guess it depends on the sport. Do I love the sport? If it's a sport I love, I'd probably rather be a professional athlete. If it's for football or something, I'd rather just be a sportscaster. Carol would rather be a sportscaster. You're too uncoordinated to play. Well, I guess the assumption is that you have the skills. If you had to be a professional sports player and you're going to be just like endowed with the skills, don't get me wrong, you're going to have to practice and everything. You're going to have to work out. But what sport would you choose? What sport would you like to be a professional athlete in? I think for me, this isn't really a thing, but I would like to be, well, I guess it is sort of, but I would like to be a professional cheerleader, but not like the ones in the NFL. I want to be like the top of the pyramid. You know, I want to have all the skills to be like the best flyer. That's probably what I would want. I wouldn't mind being I would like to be a professional, like, MMA fighter, but I don't want to get punched that much, probably. And I don't like the people that you have to deal with that much either. I would want to be a professional at, like, diving. Something like that. Diving seems like a good choice. You get to do, it's an individual sport, so it's all about you. And, like, you don't have to, your performance is completely dependent on yourself. Although I do like the team part of cheerleading. I feel like with diving, it's like, you don't have to worry if anybody's going to elbow you in the face on the way down. There's that. You can become a stunt person once you retire from diving. Carol says golf. There you go. You want to be a professional golfer? That's a great choice. I think golf is cool. The lifestyle of golf and of being a professional golfer seems really fun. Travel, you get to be outside a lot. Golf's a good choice. Okay, next question. You have less than 5 minutes left. Next question. Today is Save the World Day, International Save the World Day. So the question is, would you rather make a huge difference in one person's life, or would you rather make a small but noticeable difference in 100 people's lives? What would you prefer? A huge difference in one person's life, or a small but noticeable difference in 100 people's lives? I feel like this is something I used to think one person, and I do actually still think that to a large extent. That's why I find personal training so rewarding, is because you can really help somebody and make a huge difference. But I really do enjoy the experience of, like, what we're doing right now. I love the experience of group class, and I feel like when you make a difference, a small difference in a lot of people's lives, then everybody else who, like, that network, they all make a small difference in each other's lives, and it compounds to make a community. And I love that so much. I think that's such a beautiful thing. So I think if it's really up to me, if I'd rather personally make a huge difference in one person's life or be part of a community that makes a difference in a lot of people's lives, I'm choosing the community for sure. Carol says, the more the better, as long as we're making an impact. I'm totally with you, Carol. Exactly. The more the better. Okay, we have 1 minute left. If you want to turn it up a little bit, or if you want to cool it down a little bit, you're welcome to do that. And if you want to tell me your stats of how many steps you took, what distance you went, or anything like that, feel free to drop that in the chat now. I went 1.37 miles so far, so that's pretty good, especially for being at medium pace for 20-something minutes. That's pretty good. I'd love to know how you're feeling at the end of this workout. And I do want to give a shout out. So this is Find Your Fit. Again, Mondays we do strength. Tuesdays, TRX. Wednesdays is walking. That's what you're here for. Thursdays, tomorrow we're doing Pilates. It's just on the mat. You don't need any equipment. Friday is yoga. And if you want to join this program, it's free. If you want to invite your friends to join this program, it is free. You go to thenextfitnessthing.com/findyourfit. Carol made it 0.83 miles. Very nice. All right. And that brings us to the end of this class. So I'm slowing it down. stepping it down. I gotta take the safety thing off. There we go. All right. Thank you for working out with me today. It was wonderful to be here with you. I hope you have a great day. Take good care. Make sure you refuel, drink some water, eat some good, healthy, nourishing food. And I'll be back here tomorrow. I hope to see you then. Great job.